The sky changed color without warning. Not blue, not gray. It turned a deep, burning red, like blood across the clouds. People looked up, frozen in fear. Birds stopped flying, car horns stopped honking. Time itself seemed to pause. Something was above them. Something massive. A shadow moved through the clouds. Then it appeared. A ship, larger than any mountain, slowly drifted into view, blocking the sun. It didn't make a sound, but its presence screamed power. Children cried. Soldiers stared. News stations went dark. Then came the voice. Every phone, every TV, every radio, all turned on at once. A deep, cold voice echoed in every language. This planet must kneel. You have 24 hours to surrender. In a secret underground base, President Kira Stone watched the message. Her hands didn't shake. Her eyes didn't blink. Around her, military leaders argued, panicked. But she stayed silent. Then she stood and walked to the microphone. She pressed the button. The world held its breath. She said just one word. No. And with that, Earth's final fight began. No one slept that night. Cities stayed lit. Fighter jets circled the skies. People held hands, stared at their screens, or stood on rooftops looking up at the red sky. Fear had no shape, but everyone felt it. Something worse than war was coming. In bunkers deep below the earth, leaders from every country argued over what to do. Some wanted peace. Some wanted to fight. But all eyes turned to one woman, President Kira Stone. She had already spoken the word the whole world now echoed. No. But now that word had a price. Satellites tracked the alien ship. It didn't move, it didn't attack. It just waited, as if listening, watching, learning. Kira met with her most trusted team, an old general, a young hacker, a space pilot, and an artificial intelligence named Orion. She spoke clearly. They're waiting for us to panic. We won't. One of the generals whispered, if they attack, we lose. Orion's voice crackled to life. Then don't let them attack first. Kira nodded. We'll fight back, she said, but not with power, with something they don't expect. And that plan would change everything. ChatGPT said the sky stayed red. The alien ship still hovered, silent, unmoving, like a god watching from above. Then, without warning, it fired. A single white beam shot down from the ship. It struck a city near the coast. No explosion, no fire, just silence. When the light faded, the city was gone. Completely gone. As if it had never existed. No buildings, no people, only black dust. The world screamed. Kira stood in the war room watching the satellite feed. Her face didn't move, but her knuckles turned white around the table's edge. That was their warning, she said. Next time they erase a country. Orion processed the data quickly. Their weapon is clean, quiet, perfect. Then, we find their flaw, Kira replied. That night, Orion cracked a piece of alien code. It revealed something unexpected. They don't trust each other, Orion said. Their army is controlled from the top. Take out their leader, and the rest fall. Kira narrowed her eyes. So we cut off the head. But to do that, they needed someone already inside, someone not fully human and not fully alien either. The message came at midnight. It wasn't through radio or signal. It came through light, an unknown pattern blinking inside Earth's defense system. Only Orion could read it. And when it did, its voice changed. We've just been contacted by one of them, an alien. President Kira leaned in. Is it a threat? No, Orion replied. It's a deal. The alien's name was Zirak. He claimed to be a commander, now a traitor. He sent a simple message. I will help Earth If you help me disappear. Kira didn't trust him. No one did, but they were out of time. Zirak knew the ship's design, their leader's weaknesses, and the alien army's structure. General Voss shouted, "He's lying! It's a trap!" Kira stared at the screen showing Zirak's strange reptilian face. His eyes looked tired, almost broken. "He's desperate," she said, "and that makes him useful." But what Zirak didn't know, what no one else did, was that Orion had already decoded his DNA. Inside, his blood was something dangerous, a weakness that could destroy the entire alien fleet, and Kira planned to use it. ChatGPT said, "At dawn, Earth faked its surrender." With Zirak's help, a false signal was sent to the alien mothership. It carried Earth's message in their own language. "We accept. Earth will kneel." But hidden inside that message was something else. A secret file, buried deep in the data stream, coded so only the alien leader could see it. The file opened with a video. It showed a child, a human boy standing in the middle of a destroyed city, looking straight into the camera. No fear, no tears, just one sentence. "We are not afraid of you." The alien leader roared in anger. The ship trembled. To him, this wasn't surrender. It was insult. Back on Earth, Kira watched carefully. "Now we wait." Orion monitored the alien ship. "Their response will be emotional," it said. "That's when they make mistakes." Zirak sent one final warning. "They'll attack again, but this time with everything." Kira stood silent for a moment. Then she said, "Let them come." What the aliens didn't know was that Earth had built something new, something hidden, quiet, and meant for one purpose only: to end the war before it began. ChatGPT said, "Underground, in a lab so secret even the military didn't know it existed, Orion worked without rest." Its metal fingers moved fast across glowing controls. Sparks flew, lights blinked, the weapon was almost ready. But this wasn't a bomb, it wasn't a laser, it was something far more dangerous, a silent weapon. "This device," Orion explained, "won't destroy ships. It will destroy their control systems, their language, their commands, their communication. Gone." President Kira watched as the device powered up. It was small, no bigger than a suitcase, but deadly. "You're saying this will make their army deaf and blind?" Orion nodded. "Yes, without control from the top, their army turns to chaos." There was one problem. The weapon had to be launched from close range, inside space, near the alien mothership. Everyone in the room went quiet. "No drone can get close enough," said a technician. Kira looked at the device, then at the stars above. "We need a human," she said. "Someone who can fly in and deliver it by hand." No one spoke, until a voice from the shadows said, "I'll do it." The voice came from the back of the room. Major Isaac Wolf stepped forward. A decorated war hero. A pilot who had once crashed into enemy territory and walked out alone. His face was rough, his eyes sharp, and his body carried old scars, some from battle, some from loss. "I'll take the weapon," he said calmly. "I've flown worse missions." Kira looked at him. "You know this is one way," she said. "No rescue, no return." Isaac nodded. "I buried my family after the first attack. I've got nothing left to lose, except this planet." Orion ran a scan. Human vitals strong, pilot skills confirmed, suit him up. As the team prepared the launch capsule, Isaac sat alone with the device. He stared at its blinking lights. It looked harmless, quiet, but it could end a war. Zirak appeared on a nearby screen. You will have 5 minutes once you reach the ship, he said. After that, they'll detect you. Isaac smiled. I only need 2. Outside, the sky turned darker. The alien ship was charging again, and Earth's last hope had just strapped in for launch. Isaac's ship launched, in silence. There were no fireworks, no crowds, no cheers, only the deep hum of engines as he soared through the dark sky. The red glow of the alien mothership grew larger in front of him, like a burning moon. Zirak guided him through a hidden path. There's a blind spot in their sensors, he said. You'll have seconds to enter. Inside the ship, Isaac moved fast. The halls were cold and alive, walls pulsing like muscle, lights moving like blood. He had never seen anything like it. Then he heard them, alien voices, sharp, clicking, getting closer. He ducked behind a strange pillar. 3 tall, armored aliens walked by. One stopped, sniffed the air, then moved on. Isaac kept going, heart pounding, every breath louder than the last. Finally, he reached the core, a glowing chamber with a power node in the center. He placed the device. Timer set, Orion said. 5 minutes. Suddenly, a wall slid open. Alien guards stared at him, surprised, angry. One roared. Another raised a weapon. Isaac didn't run. He stood tall and whispered, "Come and get me." The fight had truly begun. They dragged him to the center of the ship. Bruised and bleeding, Isaac was thrown before the alien leader, Supreme Commander Virek. Tall, cold, with silver skin and burning red eyes, Virek looked down at him with disgust. "You are the human. Who dares defy us?" Virek hissed. Isaac wiped blood from his mouth and smiled. "You asked for surrender. We gave you an answer." Virek leaned closer. "One word does not stop an empire." Isaac met his eyes. "It's not just a word. It's who we are." Behind them, deep inside the ship, Orion's device counted down. 3 minutes. 2. Virek raised a sharp blade-like arm. "Give me your final words, human." Isaac laughed. Same as before. He pressed a button hidden in his glove. No. A pulse wave exploded through the ship, silent, invisible, but unstoppable. Lights flickered, panels shut down. The alien guards froze, confused, their weapons powered off. Outside, the alien fleet twisted in panic. Ships lost control, orders failed. The Empire's voice had gone silent. Inside the chaos, Isaac looked up at Virek. "You never understood," he whispered. "We don't kneel." Then everything went dark. The alien fleet broke apart. Without commands from their leader, their ships spun out of control. Some crashed into each other. Others simply stopped moving, frozen in space. Earth's skies, once red and full of fear, slowly turned blue again. On the ground, people stepped out of shelters. Soldiers lowered their guns. Children pointed at the sky, watching the alien ship fall in silence like a dead star. In the command bunker, Orion confirmed. Pulse successful. Alien systems disabled. Earth is safe. President Kira stood quietly, eyes fixed on the screen. What about Isaac? Orion paused. No signal. Capsule lost. Likely, he didn't survive. A silence spread across the room. No cheers, no applause, just respect. Kira turned on the global broadcast. Her voice reached every screen, every home. We didn't win with power. We won because we refused to bow, because one man said, no. In the blackness of space, a small light blinked inside the wreckage. A pod, damaged but alive, drifted away unseen. Inside it, Isaac Wolf breathed weakly, a faint smile on his face. Earth had stood tall, and now the galaxy knew it.